video, we are going to look at the how to run SPSS for independent samples. Okay, so we have a chat up line. It's a collection call using a business aspect this time. So if I have values, my value has two dichotomous variables. So the success of the collection call, they either hung up or they got the phone number. Okay, I'm gonna hit OK. And then the funniest of the call is a none, so it's a number. And now this is how you run it. You go to Analyze, then you slide down to Compare Means, and then you go to Independent Sample T-Test. Now, the success of the collection call is the one that has the 0 and the 1. So that's got to go in your grouping variable. So you're going to take, it's highlighted already, I'm going to move it over, but now you see the two question marks here. You have to define the groups. So it's 0 and 1, okay? And then I hit continue. Now in something else you're doing it, maybe 1 and 2, it could be 3 and 4. It doesn't really matter. Whatever you put in the values area right here, then you must turn around and put it the two numbers here, and it can only be 2. You can have 3, 4, 5 values. You may want to look at just 2 versus something. So now the other one left is funniest of the collection call. So then we move it over and we hit OK, and then basically here is your data. You can look along here, and here's your Levine's test. Make sure you watch the Levine's test. This one right here is below 0.05. So we would take equal variances not assumed. So we would report the T and the DF and the significance here. If it's above, then we use the top line. Here's your mean and standard deviation. Okay, now let's talk about the variables. The two variables are funniest of collection call and success of collection call. So if a question came up on the test is, what are the two variables? Funniest of collection call and success of collection call. And the reason for this is, you don't want to say hung up or get telephone number, because that is the subset of funniness of collection call.